points, away we go then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think you know by now that I'm a big fan of this fella, Smith Rowe. He's always impressed me with the way he wants the ball, making himself a dependable outlet for wide players, and while his passing maybe isn't the flashiest, it's very effective in making the team a more threatening proposition going forward.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nice physical challenge. Driving on and making good progress. Spread it left. Anderson. Iwobi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Good ball over the top. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's an excellent interception. Oh, that's fabulous. A header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Fulham yet to have an attempt on goal. Smith Rowe, oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Wilson, nicely weighted ball. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to pass it through.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No, he is not giving anything away. Menu. Wilson. Pass somewhat off target. Casemiro. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Here's a chance! Decent hit and on target.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Diallo gets into a good position. Bruno Fernandes! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Berger. Robinson. Looking for options for movement. Wriggles his way through. Real chance! Oh, it's come loose. That has not gone well. Wilson. Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No luck with that dink over the top. Out towards the flank. And he's managed to get free. And he's whipped it across. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Wilson gets a foot in here. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Raul. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Iwobi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Smith Rowe gets a good foot in there. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Smith Rowe. Iwobi. It's a good run down the right. He's got away. Raul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Anderson. He's picked his way through. So much time and a shot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Cleared away. Berger. Smith Rowe. Now it's Jimenez. Here's Berger. Smith Rowe.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. He's shifting through the gears here. Iwobi. Castagna. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Anderson gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be in...
He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Aims beyond the defence. Amad's cross. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Casemiro gathers from the goal kick.
29,950.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Casemiro. Played out wide. Short changes him with that pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Ahmad. Oh, just skips past his man. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Martinez. Casemiro. Shaw. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Jimenez. Iwobi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Fernandes. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. Menu puts his foot on the gas. He is through here. Now it's Menu. He can get that clear. And they've got a throw. Back into the middle. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Smith Rowe. Spread out to the left.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Smith Rowe. That is lovely.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bruno Fernandes. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Mainu. He's looking wide, and he's intervened well there. Wilson. That's a little off target. Mainu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Keep your eyes on your children during the match.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. So our quest to find the winner continues. Robinson. Smith Rowe. He's found a way through. And this is Iwobi. Mainu. Jorge Cuenca. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Distributed tidily. Roll! There was plenty of power on that.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's Castagna. Chance, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Casemiro. And he's gone searching crossfield. Wilson. Now that looks a decent ball. Casemiro. Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one.
Substitution.
Manchester United are making a change now.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Ahmad, and it's Dallo. Wilson. He's had it taken off him. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here. And we're off for the final time. Here we go then for the last time. The score still 0-0. Good effort from distance. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Berger. Fulham finding their passes. Chance for a shot!
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be...
Oh, what has happened here? He goes for a shot! That's another chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Threads one in. He has a look up. There's the shot, and again! Oh, it's in! And that might well be that! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip.
Takes a shot! He's missed, but not by that far. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I suppose they might admit to not having the best 90 minutes of possession with the ball, but they were harried continually by a team that seemed to want it that bit more.
We are glad to inform you that
thanks
today's
to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant. He's given it away. And that has left him in a heap. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Kane. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play for...
And the finish! And it's a goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first chance! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Norway grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Good ball, good take. Bellingham. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Kane. Gets a good foot in there. Can he get it through? In with the challenge. Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. England are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
That's a little off target. Ødegaard. Now it's Haaland. Rice concedes a free kick for that. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Ryerson. A probing pass. Can he get onto this? It's a goal kick. Approaching the half-hour mark. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Lewis Skelly promptly onto that, and that is that. Great vision. Haaland! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Foden. Lewis Skelly. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Pretty robust defending.
Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Foot in. Saka. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Saka. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's a key interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Tries a deft little ball.
Haaland really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
There will be 1 minute
It's
added time.
Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Kane quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Berger. Can he get on the... Decent shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Please
Norway
join me in
will be
wishing
pretty
all the
happy
best
with
to
the way
members
they've
of our
performed
fan
so
club
far.
celebrating
They
their wedding
remain calm after
anniversary
going
today.
behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Everyone, please
So in they
welcome
come
our
for the break with
players.
nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. England get the second half going. Ambitious ball here. Berger. Looking for the run. Kane! And he's done it!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Haaland. Palmer. Now it's Bellingham. He's looking wide. Threads one in. And it's Lewis Skelly. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Haaland. Lewis Skelly spots it and intercepts. Knocks it into space. Stones.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. Saka. Ødegaard. It's Saka. That is good alertness. Berger. So we've reached the hour mark. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. Distributed tidily. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And he was quick to react. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
And they're quick to get it back. Palmer. And it's Kane. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Foden. Plays the return pass.
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means.
And he shoots! Palmer. Saka. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rice. Palmer, who has set up 2 goals. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
2 added
Well,
minutes
that
has
might
been
be that,
indicated.
Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Foden, not the most accurate pass. Gets good distance on it. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy
Just a
about.
quick announcement, and an exciting one too.
So
We're
a short
about to
respite
announce
for the
today's
players
lottery
as they
numbers.
prepare
Please
themselves
watch the
for
screen if
another
you have a
30
ticket.
minutes. Into extra time we go. England conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cleared away. Corner then.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Pass somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. Haaland, he's away! Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Saka, tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Corner number 2 then. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Looking for options for movement. Berger gets it clear. And that's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Just eases him off the ball.
There will be 1 minute at a
And
time.
that is out of play. He's had it taken off him. Great defending, strong and determined. Kane. And that's it for the first half of extra
Just a
time.
quick announcement. We would like to inform you
Well,
that
both teams have
CCTV
run
is
themselves
now
into the
operating
ground out
for your
there.
safety.
Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he can clear it away. Oh, it's Sorlot. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Haaland at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Norway take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Berger. And he's running through. And the shot! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
And it's Ødegaard. That has not gone well.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ødegaard could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saka. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Foden. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. England illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
My thanks to Jim.
With the
We
owner
both
of
wish you
blue
a very
car
good
parked
evening.
outside the stadium gate, kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody.
night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, they are up and running already. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Bruno Fernandes makes the interception. And the shot! Rafael Leao. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Great chance! That's another chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Ireland clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Goes for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Bernardo Silva. Well timed, excellent interception. And back to the keeper. That is ended up in no man's land. Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ericsson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rafael Leao has it out wide and in space. He's having a shot! In he goes again! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Half an hour played now.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Ruben Dias looking for the run. Mendes gets into a good position. Played in. And he's made sure that's not getting... Bruno Fernandes!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's picked his way through. An instinctive delivery. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
played it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Diogo Dalot spots it and intercepts. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Inacio promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's superb. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Number 17, Raphael Leão.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 9, Højlund.
A case now of complete control.
Eriksen.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Number 19,
Now it's Bernardo Silva.
Number 21,
He can get that clear. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot, surely! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking for options for movement. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Can he latch on to this? Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Denmark really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pedro Neto. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Denmark finding their passes. The less said about that pass, the better. Vestergaard wins the duel this time. He is through here. That is lovely. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Played into space out wide. Pedro Neto receives. Can he finish? Played out towards the right wing. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating.
He's tried one! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
The most accurate pass. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, important interception. Isaacson Denmark are looking to break at pace. Isaacson really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's Denmark's free kick.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafael Leao has found the net here, of course. Played out to the right. Diogo Dalot. For Pedro Neto. Knocks it into space. Oh, a delicate chip through. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And it's made shapes to shoot! Vint. Now it's Isaacson, and he's managed to get free. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Pedro Neto. Big header! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Vitinha. Nice looking ball. And he was quick to react.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Anderson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good spread. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
Goes for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Diogo Dalot. Vitinha. That pass isn't the best. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And he's had it nicked away. Christensen. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
In with the challenge. Isaacson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. Pedro Neto looking to run onto it. Højbjerg. That has been cut short. And that's that. Portugal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match. Solid goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared away. Tries from a long way out. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nuno Mendes. He's got away. Oh, that's nice. Well, that looks a decent ball. Solot. Out of play for a throw. And he cuts out the supply. Haaland was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Looking here to chip it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's got the beating of his man. Good ball over the top. He's had a shot! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Norway finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Big header! No, not the best of headers. Well, nicely intercepted. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Nice interception, well timed. Looks to the other side. Now that's well seen too. Rafael Leao plays it in. And he's there to clear it. Chance for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Threads one in. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, what a mistake! Diogo Costa gets it away. Portugal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Rafael Leao looking understandably energised after his goal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score... Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. He's having a go. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
Solid! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Rafael Leao. Now, can they get him away? Rafael Leao, he's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. He is through. Real chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Pedro Neto clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Half-time getting close now. And smartly reclaimed. Aimed beyond the defence. Haaland wins the duel this time. No way through there. And he shoots! He scored! Norway are back in business. What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that has been cleared. Bruno Fernandes. And that's gone loose. And he can clear it away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break. All square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's had a hit! Oh, he has levered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Berger. And he was quick to react. Pedro Neto. Diogo Dalot. To Bruno Fernandes. That's good running with the ball. And it's Bernardo Silva. Diogo Dalot. Tries to play it through. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Gonzalo Inacio. Norway look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Ruben Dias did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. What a save by Diogo Costa!
Once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And here's Sørloth. And he's heaved it away. He's felt that, hasn't he? Norway have reclaimed it. He's on it. Can it? Sørloth! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Portugal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. Rafael Leao could try, shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pinches it off him. Oh, that's fabulous. Pass is just off target. Diogo Dalot. Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this?
Norway really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again. Great chance! Solot. Tries to get it clear. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And this is Ronaldo, and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Vitinha.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played with, and the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Berger.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rafael Leao. Portugal finding their passes. And this is Ronaldo. Odegaard. Now it's Haaland. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, super. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Diogo Dalot with the clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, hang on. It's in! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
To the screen for information provided
So
by
all
the
square,
local police.
we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Portugal conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Berger. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Rafael Leao and Mendes. Rafael Leao. Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's Rafael Leao. Looking for the run. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well-timed, excellent interception. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's taking no chances there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Knocks it out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. He has found the way through. Diogo Dalot has it out. What header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, there's the clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Looking for options for movement. Half-time, extra time.
And now, please turn
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Norway, number 14, Ryerson.
Exhaustion,
Number
physical
8,
and mental.
Berg.
Will we find a
Number
winner?
2, coming on the field.
This has been enthralling.
Number 16,
So what do the last
number
15 minutes
26,
have left?
Number 24, substitution.
Vitinha. And he's quick to snatch it back. Nicely aimed pass. And that has left him in a heap. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is ended up in no man's land. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chips it through. He has a look up. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Haaland. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Bernardo Silva. And it's Mendes. He's found a way through. Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's found a way past. Can he get it through? Picked out brilliantly. Shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there. So who has it left in them to take a penalty? Haaland first in line. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Norway are looking to him to tie things up. Oh, he's missed it, he's hit the post!
Oh, that's unlucky, got almost everything right.
Portugal with this chance to pull two clear. And that doubles their lead. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So can he do it? That's won it! Portugal have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot.
Well, it's been such a long match, and the penalty shootout is always a difficult way to end the game, but I thought they did really well to hold their nerve and come through.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Immediately.
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
There's the whistle. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Porro. Oh, it's played into the area. Keeper's dealt with that. Camavinga getting this one clear. He's played it back. Played back. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Dembele. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I don't think...
And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way. Clearly unplanned this, a change already being made here.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
He can get that clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. And he's found the way. Dembele! Goal! France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Decent chance! He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
France really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to...
Shapes to shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Olise threads one in, and that has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now, can they get him away? France upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do...
And he shoots! Off the post! Well, that pass isn't the best. Spain can, of course, make a change. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Olise has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's Rabiot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Fabian Ruiz. And he's worked it through. Here's Oyarzabal. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's an excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's come back out to him. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Koundé attempts a clearance. Aimed in towards the centre. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. France can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And that's the second half started.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a...
Williams! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Pedri. Goes for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Spain go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's found the way through. That's the keeper's ball. Spain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Yamal is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And he's lost his man here. The normal.
Spain are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played. Nicely aimed pass. Camavinga. France have got it back and they'll have another go. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Tries to pass it through. Barcola looking to get on the end of this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Good ball, good take. Shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Great ball and he's in here. Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Maignan gets it away. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Barcola. He's picked his way through. Camavinga. Nico Williams. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's in plenty of space here. That is a brilliant interception. Saliba with the clearance. Oh, that was vital. And he's in, tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcola. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Big chance! Oh, that's nice.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's got plenty of space out wide. He's having a shot! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And now he has two. Spain take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application.
Can he finish? It's in! And what a climax we have here! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending.
Rabiot! The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Nico Williams goes long.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe! That is ended up in no man's land. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, important interception. And this is Dembele. And he's managed to get free. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Mikel Oyarzabal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Spain really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Now this really is a premium fixture. Two storied footballing nations, two neighbours. This is a game of champions and legends and tribalism. It is raw, it is Argentina against Brazil. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly...
Alvarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it.
Carlos Augusto gets good distance on it. Martin takes a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Argentina with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Neymar. Nice looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And that is a little undercooked. Linton. Now it's João Pedro. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Douglas Luiz. Big chance! Loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Brazil! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just...
Oh, what a mistake! He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! And that has fair fizzed. Is their second corner of the game. Gonzalez! Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the ball in. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Now, can they get him away? Shot could be on. It's Neymar! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that was very necessary. And that has left him in a heap. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And chance, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Oh, this looks sharp. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. That has been slung wide. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Threads one in. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. And that has put paid to that. Savinho! And that is doing no harm at all.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Montiel promptly onto that, and that is that. Gabriel. And it's Linton. And it's Linton. Oh, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's opted for the long pass. Now it's Douglas Luiz. He has found a way through. De Paul, Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Played out towards the right wing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Spread out to the left. Looking for the run. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So, power or guile? What's it going to be? Marquinhos. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Gabriel. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. Now Carlos Augusto. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Ball's gone out of play. Joelinton gets into some space. Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Brazil leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Great vision. And it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Savinho looking to add to his goal. Danilo. Danilo. And it's Joelinton. To Douglas Luiz. Over to the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Neymar is eyeing up his options in the middle. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Messi. And that's another good win of the ball. Out to the left it goes. And a chance! And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he welcomes it in. Shot at goal! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Bruno Guimaraes gathers from the goal kick. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely weighted ball. That's a throw. And it's Douglas Luiz. Bruno Guimaraes! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's an excellent interception. Argentina are looking to go. Tries from distance.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
Gonzalez. That has been cut short. De Paul has given away a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That is ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here. And it's skewed away. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Joe Linton really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Argentina get their 4th corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Douglas Luiz. McAllister. Tries a shot! He's got away with one there. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's hoisted clear. And that's a throw-in. João Pedro. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Here's a chance! McAllister. And now the breakaway. Plays the return pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That looks a good ball through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Linton. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Paredes. Douglas Luiz. Spread it left. Now it's Neymar. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Played out wide, and he was quick to react. Linton, not the most accurate pass. Bruno Guimaraes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Brazil are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty. Now this really is a premium fixture. Two storied footballing nations, two neighbours. This is a game of champions and legends and tribalism. It is raw. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, in the normal circuit,
that could spell trouble. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lucas Perry. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I think we can expect to see more than a few moments of individual brilliance with Neymar on the pitch, Peter. He's got such a silky touch, he can ghost past defenders, and he can pass and shoot with the very best. If you're looking for someone to take your breath away, this is the guy for me.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Tries to pass it through. Grimaldo has it. He's had a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. And he's found the way past. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition. Now for...
Chance, surely! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rodri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Brazil have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Good ball, good take. Carlos Augusto. Gabriel. And it's Carlos Augusto. Now it's Neymar. Pedro Porro.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, smashing header! Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Morata. He's in a great position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Douglas Luiz. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is ended up in no man's land. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz puts his foot on the gas. Linton. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Carlos Augusto. That'll be a throw-in. Douglas Luiz. And it's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Savinho. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Brazil, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're just settling back into this. And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
There's the crossfield ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Fabian Ruiz.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And that has put paid to that. Looking for options for movement. Played back in. Now it's João Pedro. He's through here. Lenormand did well to stay calm there. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Great vision. That is good strength. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Clipped into space. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Morata. Williams. And the shot! Turns and goes back. Bruno Guimaraes knocks it into space. And he is slightly under, and it's been given away. Pedro Porro going vertical. That's a good ball out wide. That's very neat. Goes for a shot! Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Pedri. Grimaldo. Played out to the left flank. Back into the middle. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Douglas Luiz. That has been slung wide. Pedro Porro. Luis with the foul. Now who's going to be first to this? Fabian Ruiz. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nico Williams is offering some sort of an apology. Savinho! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Guimaraes. Brazil finding their passes. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Pedri. Brazil are coasting towards victory. Now it's Morata. Yamal. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Danilo. Pass somewhat off target. He's gone for goal! Carlos Augusto. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Savinho. Well, that has not gone well. Rodri. And it's made its way to him. Searching pass he's played there. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he's bustling through here. Shoots! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Brazil, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. João Pedro claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And as you can see, we've already started here. Guarneri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. Now this could be a chance. Griezmann deals with that comfortably.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Camavinga cuts it out. Well, they've got it again. And here's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely feet. Camavinga getting this one clear. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Distributed tidily. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Robertson. And it's Van Dijk. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Neymar! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, beautifully dispatched. Oh no, what has happened here? He's got away. Chance for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Not the most accurate pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he plays one through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for options, for movement. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Neymar. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Neymar. Caicedo. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lisandro Martinez does well to get it back.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! He scored! Right back in the game! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Big chance! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Manchester United, can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has been cut short. Alexander-Arnold. Nice sequence of passes, this. Messi.
Oh, how that cross missed it.
Great chance! Magnificent from Matheus Cunha! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're at it again, in double quick time. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Camavinga. Griezmann gets good distance on it. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's going in strongly.
And here's Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! He's kept it out just.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Waneri. Good ball, good take. Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
So off we go once more. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And he's there to get it away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Knocks it into space. Blint. Griezmann. It's Ribéry. It's a good ball out wide. And he's picked out the run. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's some shapes to shoot. It's in. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Yamal looking for a runner. Dink through. He's picked his way through. There's the header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, that's fabulous. He has found a way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar, probing pass, floated through. Messi! He has done it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That is good alertness. He's gone for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
That'll be a throw-in. Ribéry. Now it's Messi. Blint running with the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ribéry. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ribéry. Looking for the run. Messi, who's set up 1 goal so far. Caicedo. And the pass is intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Blint looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he was quick to react.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's in on goal. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Matheus Cunha. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take in a good area.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Matheus Cunha tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. Mbappe is flagged offside. And he gets rid in a hurry. Great vision. An instinctive delivery.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Takes a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Pass somewhat off target. Griezmann. Ribery. Now Mbappe. Yamal threads one in. That is a great pick out. And that is as far as it goes. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.